So, a few personal observations, as I'm obviously in a different new reality at the minute, and my daily sort of tasks are kind of like quite housebound or local, and I've not got my headphones on because finally, as a Clairaudience who's moving away from the city and others, not that I needed to escape anyone, I love the people that I was with and have been looked after by, sharing and connecting ideas in all the ways that we need to before I left, but still to get back into my own space, realising just how much I hear is that I don't know what's coming up. I'm being super distracted at the minute. So there is this energy, which is really weird. The reason why I'm observing it is that I have not been wearing my headphones, so I haven't had my music on when I go down to the beach, when I wander around, because I just like the wind in the trees. There's some bamboo here, and I just like hearing the kids laugh and just wander around, and I don't know, just getting kind of used to this new frequency of the nature here, because it's very, very different to the West, and I have space, like my ears have space, so I don't need to block out road works, and not even, there's people doing works here, and buildings going up, bits and bobs, but it's like I've now integrated what I need to integrate and got the protective barriers up and connecting to the land here in a way that none of that really bothers me. For me, music is a bonus. Like, I can exist and do meds without music, but it's really interesting because there's been some strange energy that I've been kind of communicating with people at the minute. Like, there is some weird stuff going on. It's not mine. I'm really good, feel very balanced in myself, although what I'm feeling from external realms, people, connections, is quite bizarre. And, people have been talking about the extreme solar flares incoming, and the kind of the ways that manifests from the earth protecting us from the light incoming, in terms of like it being the northern lights. You can see I'm a little bit jittery. I can't really get my words out. It's kind of a very strange sort of, well, anyway, how the words are landing in my head at the minute is quite strange. But for me, like, all of this awakening and learning and personal growth and changing and developing and deprogramming is all about self-observation. And so these little things that I share, videos, whether people say, oh, she keeps saying she's cool, because I hear it, they say jump on, I'm very happy not to be on the video. But I get asked to share these self-observation, these little sciencey moments of when I don't listen to music. However, although I love the nature and the silence here, music is magic, and music is so powerful, and music is, I feel so intensely and so deeply, as many of us empaths or Scorpio rising, Scorpios do, that sometimes music is like, it hits a spot differently, and we all need different levels of stimulation, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, psychological, financial. We've all got to hit the spot, or get the spot hit. This is a really weird one for me, sorry, slightly embarrassed, but whatever. So the observation, basically coming back to the point of, I'm not wearing my headphones so much, so I'm really finding and realising how much I needed to block out from a matrix city environment. I'm not saying that it's all negative, but I'm just saying I can't feel the peace inside of me continually while I've got loads of things and people and energies around me. That's why a lot of us, and it's not that I want to continue doing things on my own, because we all know we're all capable, we can do it, lone wolf, status, whatever, sigma, female, male, whatever, we can all do it by ourselves. But now I'm meeting other very, very, and I said it in the last video, meeting strong light workers. All of us are sort of connecting, and realising that we don't need to do things anymore. We're stronger in numbers, and I don't mean I can hack loads of people all the time. No, there's a select few and levels of conversation that I need from enlightened, awakened souls to stimulate me in certain ways. And also we give each other codes and activations and confirmations from synchronicities that are coming through to us all very differently, because we receive energy differently. And I'm clairaudient, so I can offer that to somebody recently I met is a very big seer. I see in different ways, dream state, visions. However, I believe one of my strongest I've forgotten what they're called. Anyway, the trait is here. But anyway, once you activate one of the clairs, that all the pretty much clairsentient, clairaudient, clairvoyant, they pretty much start to all grow. And maybe this is just a message for a lot of us. 555 on the clock, so 15, 1, 5, 6. 6 is like love, is 6 of Cups. We need to be starting to identify these spiritual gifts that we have, because once we start to awaken, it can become very overwhelming. And so really, whether it's wearing headphones because we need to block out other things, whether we sort of find the route in silence through other meditative Tai Chi, Qigong practices, it's all a practice. I can't say that I'm in a meditative state and don't want to lamp someone if they come up to me in the street and say something. I'm not Buddha state, and I said I don't aspire to be that because I'm not anyone but me. But we all get better at managing our emotions, knowing when to stay silent, knowing when to observe, learning when passion overtakes, or learning when creative expression is for public or for personal gain. That's not really the word I want to use. That's the only thing I can think of at the minute. Gain. Until we need to share at a bigger level with our lovers, peers, family, community, so that we can share the energy. Because a lot of us right now are harnessing so much light coming in that I'm in a new land, having to find new ways of transmuting the energy. And this is why I came straight to the coast and didn't go to the city. I'm probably revealing quite a lot here, so I will be asked to put this video out after. I don't ever post live, but the way I'm so jittery right now, I know that there's mad stuff coming in, and this is obviously, I'm just, 30 October 31, the veil is thinning. I can feel them. I can feel a lot of people, a lot of the spirits smiling and laughing, because they know, for those who work with pure intention and love and are trying to get the messages out, is that we're trying and they're here for us, and we don't need to take it so seriously. There is this playful energy, and obviously I connect to the Fae realm. So as I learn this new energy here, I don't necessarily need to be wearing my headphones all the time, because I'm connecting with other energies. However, you can tell like my speech speeds up and various things like that when there's new incoming information, downloads, energy is I can't forget the music. It is something that is incredibly powerful for me to help transmute, because I was chatting with a brother and a sister actually the other day, and we were talking about how we pick up energy and ceremony and stuff, and how we then transmute the energies of whoever we guide into ceremony or whoever we're around. Honestly, for me, for the most part, even if it's sound work or psilocybin ceremony, whatever it is, when I was working in a specific sacred space that I'd cultivated, I would then actually, the person would go, and I'd obviously cleanse and smudge and open the space of fresh air and fresh energies, and it would be dance. I would be called to put my headphones on, and I could just dance for like 4 or 5 hours. So for me, knowing when these big influxes of energy come in, I'm like, okay, so clearly I can see that there's this, the music and dance are going to be how I support the collective and myself in terms of transmuting some of the darker energies that are lingering, that I know is not mine, because I'm good with my darkness. And I know the darkness, I see the demons of people around me. That's cool. That doesn't intimidate me. when I start talking a bit Cockney, I know that my ancestors are coming through, so I'll just honour them and say, yeah, that don't intimidate me. I don't care about any of that stuff. Like, I honour people in their own personal journeys of where they have integrated the darkness or not. And I'm not here to judge, but I see, you know, when alcohol is used, when other things are used, we all have our little crutch of getting through awkward, weird situations or needed to release. I don't personally connect with alcohol because of the spirit realm, because of what I see. That's cool. Other people don't have my gifts. They've got their own gifts, so they don't need to work with the caution that I do. So really, I don't really know what the point of this one is. I realised that we did just pass 144 on the clock, 10:44. So when I get like this, slightly hype, it means I've got to get out of my head because there's some stuff coming through. So my brain, left brain, right brain, amygdala, all of these various activations are happening simultaneously because there's an upgrade, which means that my 3D physical victorious self gets quite rabbity. And obviously after this session's video, I you know, to be honest, they're telling me to share. The reason why I came to the coast is because I needed to cleanse. This is why I went away at the end of every year, away from the United Kingdom and the winter, was because I needed to come to the land to cleanse. I had to come to the water here to cleanse Babylon, Matrix, anything that I was not wanting to bring onto this sacred land before I saw my mates in town. I needed to spend some time, literally 2-3 weeks, in the water every day. I know that that's what I need. Other people, I trust we're all learning to what we need, but I know I'm a powerful energy in the world right now. And so for me, Oshun, Yamaya, however we connect, whoever we connect with, because I'm not saying that they are my guides, I'm just saying Mother Ocean, Mother Earth, is part of my healing. It's part of the healing of the nations, but a lot of people don't do enough grounding. They can't see the value in touching a tree or sitting on the grass or and letting that be the Bible every day, religiously, not obsessively, but religiously. Because we are changing people. We're moving into the age of light. We are in the age of light. Our bodies and minds need to keep up with what's coming through if we desire to live with peace and love and focus and direction in our lives. Otherwise, we're just going to get windswept. The flooding that's happening, like if we start to look at the signs in nature of how people are getting moved around, bombed all around us right now, there are signs telling us that we need to move differently. 13:13. 8. So everything cycles back round. I'm not saying I know it all. All I realise now is how tiny a dot I am in the multiverse. Doesn't mean a tiny dot can't be powerful. Look at ants and what happens when ants come through and come together. I think I'm going to go because this could go anywhere right now. And if my friends are watching this in time, don't worry, I'm going to cleanse in the water after this, and this hype energy will be integrated within 24 hours. I've got quite used to and quite more adept at integrating, not myself, whereas it used to take me months and weeks, and we all speed up. And so now I kind of, a couple of days, 24 hours, depending on what we're transmuting, we can do it quicker than before. I'm not saying that speed is useful, I'm just saying we've learned how to do it better, which means that for me as an empath, there are situations I will never put myself back in again. I will be very mindful if I go to a concert or a big crowded area. There are things that I can and can't do for my wellness, VWellness. All right, bye.